Hey everybody, Erica Madsen with eXp Realty. I'm going to share a little bit of my knowledge this afternoon. So short sales tend to look extremely easy until the bank says nope. So first, let's go over what a short sale entails and what it actually does. So short sales happen when an owner is upside down in their mortgage for whatever reason. Maybe they bought in the last couple of years and they need to move. Not planned, unforeseeable kind of events happen and they need to move, and then they're underwater and upside down. So that is what a short sale is for and how they come about. There have been a handful in the Valley for the last year or so. There's not a lot, but it is beginning to at least have some more conversations going on around it. So I'm going to kind of go through and share a couple of red flags or things to think of if you've got a homeowner who wants to sell that is feeling the pinch of the economy and everything that's going on. So let me kind of go through give me one moment. Red flags that are requiring a nope moment that the bank would kind of kick back right away. The seller cannot or is unwilling to provide financials on the home. They're not in a legitimate hardship. There's actually not any real issue. They just don't want to. There's ongoing communication issues and document updates that are not being provided during the short sale that causes problems. Or if the home has multiple IRS liens or HOA mechanics liens or any other thing like the HOA maybe hasn't been paid for several years, and that needs to be taken care of or figured out in some way. Or a tax lien will definitely kill a deal on a short sale a lot of times. Or if the seller doesn't want to properly price that home to sell as a short sale. If the bank and or the seller has any unrealistic timelines, that happens pretty often. If you're in the middle of getting your authorizations and your leases, or, your information for releases and forms that need to be signed and sent over to the lender, but the seller is not willing to, that's going to be an issue. And experienced, negotiators and are not being used, and the timelines are not being followed or processed in a way that the bank is going to want it done. So, and as always, this kind of tends to be part of the challenge with a short sale or a distressed seller in any kind of manner, where the buyer wants to know if they can lowball that offer and come in at a ridiculously low price. They have a listing at the moment where I've had some offers come in $100,000 below where the property is listed at the moment, and we had already taken a little bit of a chunk out of it to begin with for there to be some draw and some interest for the bank to really have multiple offers hopefully coming in to review at the same time. So if you or anyone that you know is in a hardship position or has questions or needs to just talk any of that through in any distress type situation, feel free to give me a call. I worked short sales extremely heavily many years ago. I am ramping up to work them again, not only in Arizona, but across the US. So I'm here if you've got questions or concerns, and you can reach me at 602-849-6576. Again, this is Erica Madsen with eXp Realty, and my cell is 602-849-6576. Have a great rest of the week.